Hey guys, welcome back to ED Figure. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Today we're going to take a look at a Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Batman Beyond, and this is Terry McGinnis. I've always been a big fan for Batman Beyond. It's actually the Batman I grew up with. The Batman original animated series came out when I was 2, so when I had a little bit more memory, when I started remembering stuff, it was Batman Beyond, so this is my favorite. I really do wish Batman Beyond gets a little bit more love. Not just from action figure. I really do hope like we get a remake, more comics. Actually, if there's more comics that I'm just not aware of, please let me know in the comments. And I believe this is also from a comic. But yeah, one day I hope we get like a movie or something. Just really cool. And here's the left box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. Wow, this is so cool. But yeah, I still prefer like the original version, and I really want like a mass head of Terry McGinnis, right? But anyways, let's bust this thing open and see what we got. Really cool. I love this. And here's the figure, still in the packaging, looking pretty decent. I also got the pre-order bonus, but the figure's looking pretty basic. I really do wish we get like an animated version of like Terry McGinnis head sculpt or something. I know Revoltech sometimes do that for characters like Harley Quinn and stuff, but anyways, let's check it out. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and my first impression on this figure is honestly not that great. And the biggest issue I have with it is the quality control. This is some of the worst quality control I have experienced recently. I'm gonna try to talk slowly because I don't want to film this like 1,000 times, but here we go. First of all, my default head over here, I already swapped it out, but this head is crooked. I don't know if it's the same for all the figures, but for mine it is a little bit crooked. If you look at it from the back, it might be obvious. This is not symmetrical at all. If you look at the plastic here, like a seam line. Anyways, it is crooked, it's not straight. The second head is better, and also when I swap out the second head, the way this is designed, this ball joint is a little bit stronger than the other side, so it's no way for me to swap it back without using a tool, and I don't have any tool handy to me, so yeah, it will be using this head for quite a while. I'll probably never use the default head again because it's like warped. And I try to put it into the hot water and everything, it just doesn't work. That's just how it came out. And secondly, I spent over 1 hour trying to fix the bicep. So both of the bicep, it seems like it's a common issue with all the Batman figures. Let me know in the comments if you have the same issue. But the bicep is like super stuck. And the material is kind of soft, so when you try to heat it up and turn, it's very possible that you'll break it. I've seen a lot of people break it already, so make sure when you're fixing this, just use shock oil with a needle and just like make sure you put in like oil and then just slowly turn. And once it unleashes, it just like unleashes. You'll know when it like finally reaches that point. Because I spent honestly like a good hour just like doing this constantly, and suddenly it just works. So you just gotta be patient with it. I've seen a lot of people talk about it on Facebook and stuff, but yeah, that is really annoying. And I think the last issue I have is the lower leg over here. And this is not my first time experiencing this, and this is something that I don't know how to fix. I have no idea how to fix. So notice how you're able to move it like this. There's like a hinge over here, but I can't do the same for my left leg. And I think the reason is that there might be some like leaked glue or something, like super glue. Super glue that got onto the joint, so there's no way for me to move this. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. I might find like a professional toy fixer to do this for me, but yeah, this is really frustrating, but otherwise he looks good. And because of the bicep, he's all greased up now. Like, it's really annoying for me. But yeah, it's just a really bad playing experience, but in terms of how it looks, I think it looks great. Even though I do prefer like the original look, but this is like a different taste and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool style, and I'm a big fan of Batman Beyond. I'm still gonna like this figure, but yeah, the quality control here is really frustrating to deal with. Let's check out the articulation. Oh yeah, before we get into the articulation, I forgot to talk about another issue, which is the wrist peg over here. This thing is really fragile. They give you one extra, but I don't think it's enough, because this thing just comes apart very easily. I can't do that on the camera right now, but when I'm swapping my hands, it does like break apart. You got to be really careful with this. But anyways, for the articulation, it is Revoltech, so it should be pretty decent. He can look up about this much, look down about this much, and we have this newer design with all the movements. Some people complain like that, you know, there's too much cut over here with like the bat symbols, but I guess it's okay like for a stylized character like this. Raises his arm up about this much. He moves exactly as you imagine. This is the Revoltech style. And then the most important bicep swivel. and then you can bend about this much, and a hinge ball wrist, not ball wrist, sorry, it's just a hinge, as you see. Alright, and for the ab crunch, you can bend forward quite a lot. The belt is on a floating piece, so that's pretty good. Bend backwards only about this much, and for the leg, you can kick up quite a lot, and you can bend about this much, and you do have a thigh swivel over here, toe hinge, side to side pivot, and then you do get also movement here, but not for my left leg like I mentioned earlier. Overall, the articulation should be good. And yeah, let's move on to the accessories. Alright, and for the accessories, it is pretty straightforward, so I'll just do one take. First of all, you have all the hands. These are really cool, very nicely painted and sculpted, and I really like how the claw hands has the metal on it as well. That's really nice touch. And then we have the batterings. We have 2 of these. These are really iconic. They do explode, in the show. And then I think the coolest thing here is probably just the wings. These wings are really well made. You can use it as a shield and everything. You just get one hinge. I thought there's like 2 hinges, but it is what it is. But these will be really cool. I'll show you guys during action posing. And then we have the effect parts. I guess these are quite iconic. I don't usually care for these, but yeah, that's cool. And lastly, of course, I got the pre-order bonus. This is really cool. I don't know if he does this in the comic. Let me know in the comments, but yeah, this is really nice. And let's check out some action posing. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Revolt tech I have around, and I think they look pretty good. I'm into Attack on Titan recently. And next up, of course, we have some good old Dragon Ball SH fig arts. And then we have some Naruto SH fig arts. Can't wait to get Jiraiya soon. And then we have some of my recent favorites. And lastly, we have some Figma and Mafex, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so overall, I think aside from the QC issue, this figure is really good. Again, I am a big fan of Batman Beyond, so I'm bound to be a little bit biased, but I think this is really well designed. Revoltech and Batman Beyond Terry McGinnis is almost like a match made in heaven, right? I really liked what they're doing with the wings. You can get him into a lot of dynamic poses, which is what Batman Beyond does anyway, so yeah, I think it's really cool. The amount of accessories and the price, I think it's pretty reasonable as well. But anyways, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. Hopefully your copy doesn't have as many issues as mine. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.